So what is Semrush used for exactly? Well, I'll kind of give you a breakdown of how this tool works. I'll also leave a link down in the description below where you can get signed up for a free trial and test all these different tools out, just kind of see what this tool is all about. But in particular, this tool, Semrush, is extremely beneficial for niche research or competitor research, specifically with SEO and SEM, so search engine optimization and search engine marketing, which is really just ranking organically at the top of Google Ads, or running ads at the top of Google Ads, or anywhere on Google Ads for that matter, right? So in this example, if we're looking at like Phoenix AC repair, Phoenix can get really hot, so there's a lot of big AC companies out here. If we scroll past the ads here and past the maps listings, we can see the number one ranked site is Parker & Sons. So if we take their website and drop it into this tool, it's actually going to allow us to see exactly what is happening with this website in terms of their SEO, so that's the organic, and then their SEM, so Google Ads, right? Paid search traffic, this is actually organic right here, backlinks. But the first number we see here in the overview, so it's just like a domain overview that it's giving us for this whole website essentially. We can see that their authority score is 39 and their Semrush domain rank is 27,000. Now, these you kind of have to take with a grain of salt because they're not always going to be 100% accurate. It's basically just a calculation of their backlinks compared to other websites online, which gives us an indication of the authority of this website. I mean, that being said, we are seeing that they have been working pretty consistently on their digital marketing. It's just been increasing over time, right? The number of keywords that they're ranking for organically has been just consistently going up. I guess it did take a little bit of a dip here in 2024. Granted, this is only over the last 2 years. If we go all time, you can see that, recently looks like they've just been getting a lot more aggressive with things. And if we're going into the AC repair business, we're going to be starting our own business, or maybe, we're a digital marketing company and we want to compete against other AC companies in Phoenix, Arizona. My recommendation is always to figure out what's working currently and then reverse engineer that and use it to develop a superior strategy for your own business. This company, Parker & Sons, has likely spent millions of dollars on marketing over the years, and they've kind of figured out what's working and what's not working. And so by analyzing what they're doing, that's going to help save us a lot of time and money and energy, so we don't have to go spend millions of dollars to figure out what works, right? So their authority is going to give us an indication of how difficult it's going to be to outrank this website organically using SEO. You can also see their organic search traffic, so they're getting roughly 100,000 clicks a month to their website, which is pretty wild for a local business. And then they're ranking for about 50,000 keywords. And if we click on some of these, we can open them up and kind of see in more depth what they're ranking for. Now they have quite a bit of traffic for people looking for their own business. This is a big company in Phoenix. You see their vans all over the place when you drive around. So they're well known, so people will see their vans, go search for Parker & Sons, be like, hey, I want to hit these guys up. That's people searching for their business name. There's about 8,000 searches a month just for their business name. Water heater repair near me, another big term, Parker & Sons, Phoenix, Arizona, variations of their brand. Electrician near me. When was electricity invented? So I figured that there's probably some terms. Oh, actually I was looking at this a little bit incorrectly. The volume is this, so there's about 10,000 searches a month for people looking for Parker & Sons. They're getting about 8,000 clicks per month from this listing because it's ranked in position number 1. Actually, it looks like it's showing in the local maps, but they're also ranking here. So this is the search volume, and then based on the position that they're ranking in, this tool, Semrush, is going to factor out how much traffic they're going to be getting from that specific keyword, and then the percentage of traffic from the keyword in terms of the whole volume of traffic, as well as the keyword difficulty, which is just an indication of how difficult it's going to be to rank for a keyword, with a scale between 1 and 100, 100 being the most difficult and 1 being the easiest. So it's going to be pretty difficult to outrank this business for their own business name. Usually that's the case. But what we were looking at before here, when was electricity invented? You can see that it has the intent type right here. This is informational in nature, which means it's not really going to lead to a sale, most likely. You know, if somebody's looking for when was electricity invented, they're not looking for an electrician, most likely. They just are curious to know what's going on. But by having a website that talks about all these related topics and then gets a bunch of traffic and people coming to the site, that's going to show Google that this site's an authority, and that's actually going to help out with their SEO. And so they're going to be able to rank better for all of the terms that they're targeting. While this may not drive a lot of business, you know, they're still getting 1,100 clicks a month, roughly, from this term. And it looks like they're actually ranking the people also ask feature, which is why, you know, the term gets almost 30,000 searches a month and they're only getting 1,100 clicks a month from it. It's because they're not showing up in the actual search results. They're showing up in the people also ask feature, which is, let's see if they have it here. It's this right here, people also ask. So they have like an article that shows up in here somewhere, and that's getting them some clicks, right? Then if you look at these other ones, some of these say navigational. So if somebody's searching for their business name, it means they're trying to navigate to the business itself. Transactional is like, it's somebody who's likely to turn into a customer. So water heater repair near me, that's somebody looking to do a transaction. They want to hire somebody to get out and fix their water heater, right? And then there's commercial, air conditioning repair is the keyword here. And so it's somebody who's wanting to investigate brands or services. So this is a little bit more broad. Air conditioning repair, they might not really even know how it works, right? And so they're just like looking at like what companies do, how much it costs. But if somebody's searching like electrician near me, they're just trying to hire somebody. So that's going to be transactional in nature. So it is important to know what type of keywords you're targeting. Because if you're just targeting information-based keywords, it's not likely to drive a lot of sales for your business. You know? And commercial is a little less likely. Transactional is the most likely. Well, actually, navigational is the most likely. So there's kind of a hierarchy, right? And depending on how big your brand is, you know, you might be able to go after more of these than others. But you probably already start to get the sense of how powerful this tool is for understanding what in the heck is going on in a specific industry or with a specific competitor, which will allow you to better understand what you need to do in order to have success in a given niche. You can also do this a little bit differently. You can even just take the keyword itself, put it in here. That's going to give us a keyword overview. On the keyword overview, it's going to show us the monthly search volume for that keyword, the keyword difficulty, the global volume, a breakdown between different countries, and then the actual intent for that keyword, as well as the trend over time. And so we can kind of see how the volume is increasing and decreasing throughout the year. It's likely at the peak in the middle of the summer when it's super hot out and people really need their AC repaired. And it's going to dip in the winter months, right? When it's just not as hot and people just don't run their ACs as much. We'll also be able to see the cost per click. So if somebody wants to use Google Ads, which it mentions right here, this is how much they're going to be paying to get one click from somebody searching for this keyword. And $54 a click is relatively high, but usually if it's a high cost per click, it means people are making good money off of that click. Because Google Ads is an auction, so the more people are willing to pay for a click on a keyword, usually the more money they're making from that keyword. That's also going to help determine the competition, which is really just a factor of the search volume and how many people want these clicks and are willing to pay this price. And that's going to determine kind of how competitive this will be in Google Ads. So this is all the pay-per-click information here. It's also going to show us a couple of ads. So if we want to take a look at some ads that people are running, I guess that's just going to drop us down here. So here's an example of one. Here's an example of another. See, they're saying like 24/7 AC repair, call us. Get a tune-up for only $59. Really helpful, right? Somebody's already put a lot of money into this, figured out how it works. We can just kind of reverse engineer and make ours a little bit better rather than starting from absolute scratch. Coming down here further in the keyword overview, we will see other keyword ideas. So AC Repair Phoenix, AC Repair Phoenix AZ, AC Repair in Phoenix, that only gets 480 searches a month. Car AC repair might not really be relevant if we're only doing home, HVAC services. There's also this keyword strategy where it's going to kind of help us break down how AC repair is very similar to HVAC Phoenix, or air conditioning services, or HVAC contractor, or AC company, or air conditioning repair Phoenix. So there's a bit of a contextual similarity between these different keywords, and we can talk about these on different pages or combine them into pages. For like our Phoenix AC repair, we could talk about all these different things, right? There's different questions people ask, how to find the best AC repair in Phoenix. Not as much search volume, but a little bit easier to rank for that keyword. Then we can see for that keyword that we put into the top here, we can see the actual search engine results page, which is just this page we were looking at right here. So it's going to give us a breakdown of what in the heck is going on this page. So the first thing is there's local pack, which we are seeing, right? So obviously there's ads, and then there's this local pack. So there's this company up here at the top, which we can see right here. See how accurate this is, day and night. It's really going to depend on where you search from with maps, but this will help give us a sense of who's showing up in Google Maps, which is the local pack here. It's basically the top 3 local results on the maps listing, as well as the top ranked companies in the website results here, which is Parker & Sons, Penguin Air, Yelp, Reddit, George Brazil, so on and so forth. Of course, we can export any of this data at any time and analyze things in more detail. So if you wanted, you could export this and then run a report for every single one of these companies by putting their domain up here and just clicking search. And then analyze which keywords each of them are trying to rank for, which ones are running ads, what they're using for their ads, etc. Right? And by doing that, start to get a really good picture of what these companies have been doing that have been around for a long time. Like we're seeing this company's been advertising since before 2012, most likely. And rather than reinvent the wheel and try to figure out how to organically rank at the top of Google, we can just figure out what they're doing, take a look at their backlinks that they're getting, take a look at the content of the pages on their website, and find out what is it actually going to take to rank organically at the top of Google, get some traffic coming in, and make some sales. Same thing goes for the paid search, right? Figure out exactly what keywords they're running their ads for, what type of ad copy they're using. So we can see when we hover over this ad here, it's going to show us what they're advertising, like what their ad actually looks like for this keyword. So electrical contractors, saying we provide an amazing experience, contact us today. And then we could even see the page that they're running traffic to. So it looks like they're doing quite a bit in Tucson, which is not actually in Phoenix. It's south of here. Maybe they're opening up more locations and trying to get business in a new area. That's pretty common with Google Ads. You can just kind of immediately start getting leads in a new area and start scaling a business up in new territories. So that, again, is one thing we could learn and implement for ourselves. So I have lots of different videos going through how to use each of these tools, how search intent works, how backlinks work. So feel free to check out the other videos on my channel. They even go into more on like the pay-per-click side of things, but I think that's a pretty good overview of how this tool works. If there's anything you did have questions about, don't hesitate to reach out. Just drop your questions in the comments section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there. If you're like most new business owners, you're probably struggling to get your online presence established, let alone get it to the point where it's bringing you a consistent flow of customers, right? So that's why I created this free course where I actually walk you step by step through the whole process of setting up your online presence. This is the same process we've been using for our clients for over a decade at one of my agencies. And essentially, I'm going to show you how to set up an SEO-friendly business name right from the get-go, how to develop your website really quickly and easily, how to set up your Google Maps listing, start getting some Google reviews, everything you need in order to have a substantial online presence where people can actually start finding you and purchasing your products or services. The best part is I'm going to show you how to do it in under a couple of hours, and all for less than 50 bucks. If you're interested, I'll leave a link below where you can get signed up today. Make sure to check this course out for free right now because I'm probably going to start charging for this at some point in the future. All right, I'll see you on the other side.